Hey friends, it's Joni with Three Feathers Spiritual Wisdom here with your weekly intuitive message from Spirit for the week of July 10th through the 16th of 2023. And it's going to be a week of change and settling in for change, and maybe even a week of contemplation about the change going on around us. I am using the Forest of Enchantment Tarot for the main message, and you get to pick an oracle card from the Earth Magic Oracle. So, for that pick, do you need the message from card A, B, or C? Tap into your intuition and see which message you are drawn to. We will do that at the end. And before I go a little bit further, let me do the little commercial. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing this video. I really appreciate it. The other thing I want to mention is below you will see information about how to get in touch with me if you would like a personal reading, where I'm going to be scheduled next this coming weekend, on July 14th, 15th, and 16th. I will be at the Metacon in Kansas City. Booth 405 is where I will be sitting, and hopefully you'll come by if you're in that area and visit with me. Okay. The other thing I want to mention before we dive into the reading is a little bit of astrology. We have two planets moving on July 10th to begin the week. The first is Mars, which is currently in Leo, today at least, when I'm filming, will move on the 10th into Virgo. So that will be, because Mars is that passionate energy that wants to move things forward, gives us gives us the energy, wants us to be independent, um, can be aggressive. Mars is going to be into the details. What is the analysis? What is the details? That's what Virgo is all about. It's the details. It's the, and it could be Mars putting its energy in a step by step plan to move forward. And that's the kind of thing that Virgo will like too, is that let's make a plan and get into the details. What is the step by step process? So that's one planet that is moving, Mars moving from Leo into Virgo. And Mercury is also moving on the 10th from Cancer into Leo. And Mercury is all about communication. So, with the sign Leo is very creative, expressive, leadership oriented, take charge, because it is a fire sign. So Mercury is going to express itself in the Leonine way. It's about the expression of yourself in leadership, your energy and um, creative expression. So those two planets are moving. Those two influences may happen this starting this week. Okay, so let's get into the message. The first card out was the Enchanter, also known as the Magician. And this guy is again about manifestation and creating things. This can be energy happening in you, through you, or around you. If something is moving, shifting, being created, you may be participating in that creation, or maybe not. Maybe it's happening outside of you. And I say this because the second card that came out was this guy's wheel, the Enchanter's wheel. Or in the Standard Tarot, it is the Wheel of Fortune. So change, the wheel is turning. This means change again is happening. So is it change happening in you further change happening around all of us, and settling into this change is accepting this change, because often this wheel represents karmic change, change that we're not in control of. And we have to learn to adjust. And we may very well be adjusting, because the next card out was the Keeper of Visions. And this in the Standard Tarot is the King of Cups. This is about tapping into that intuitive energy and power that we have to get into the flow of change, because sometimes change can disrupt things around us, disrupt our own flow towards something. So this may mean take a step back, detach from what is happening, at least emotionally detach, so you're not sucked into the drama, and and go within to take a step back and listen to your soul, your higher self, and also contemplate and observe. This is more about what's going on underneath the surface. You see, it's a fish underwater. So things are going on that you also can't see with this change. So taking a step back and detaching emotionally is a good idea. The next couple of cards came out are kind of interesting. This change is disruptive. This is the Seven of Spells. They call it spells in this deck, and it would be the Seven of Wands or rods in the regular, and that is basically feeling defensive, feeling on the defensive because so much is coming at you. These maybe this change or the the turn of the wheel is a bit disruptive, so it's throwing us off our game. It's making us have to um, have to feel defensive, like change is happening, we want it to stop. We tend to not want to let go of some things, but this is about looking at it and figuring out where you're fixed on keeping things status quo, and learning to accept that change is here, okay? And even taking advantage, okay? Taking advantage of the change. Maybe there's an opportunity there for you. So look for the opportunity. The last card out is on that vein. It is the Two of Spells, or what would be the Two of Wands. And that is about planning for the future and making a decision and picking a path. So this change that is happening, you still have the advantage. You can take an opportunity to move forward in the way that you want to move forward. You get to pick a path and plan. Plan plan the your steps, and that could definitely be Mars helping you in Virgo, is planning the steps forward on the path that you choose. So change is still here with us. We still have to observe it, take it in, accept it, adjust ourselves, adjust for the change, and even not just adjusting means in my mind, it is you're not taking advantage. You're just okay. I'm just gonna do my thing back here, but what you need to know is you need to make the choice of which path you can go on that is advantageous for you with the change that's happening. So you can't necessarily ignore it, but you don't the change, but you can see where your opportunity is. Okay? All right. So that's the message for this week. Have you taken a moment to tap into your intuition to pick your oracle card and your message? One, two, or three. If you pick number one, you got the eagle and communion. Let's see. It's a dark card, so this is kind of hard to see, but there's an eagle coming to give this guy a message. And basically, you having a communion with nature. And of course, spirit is there in present in everything with nature. So this communion is with also with spirit through the eagle, through the eagle. To me, this is about a need for taking some time in nature and taking some time to listen. Listen to your intuition and and meditate. So this is very much a let's not do action. Let's kind of sit back and meditate and listen for Spirit's message. For those of you who picked uh, card two or message two, you got the tree and grounding. So we have the tree here whose branches reach up to Spirit, but whose roots are deep in the ground. The tree is a beautiful metaphor for this wonderful connection between the heavens and the earth and the energies from both. So, are you the tree? What have you done to get grounding into the earth and to reach upwards for Spirit's message and Spirit working through you and sending energy through you to the earth? I love this card. So grounding is it may be what you need. Again, getting outside into nature, getting your feet, your hands into the dirt. Maybe you need to do some I did some weed whacking and weed pulling the other day. Maybe it's something like that, working in your garden. Um, you know, it is it is getting your feet and your connection rooted into the earth's energy. And grounding stabilizes you as well. For those of you who picked message 3 or C, I don't know why I was calling it numbers. I've been doing letters forever, so I don't know. Maybe Spirit is saying I need to change something. Okay, for those of you who picked the third or number C message or letter C message, you got sanctuary in the cave. This to me, all three messages that are for all of you personally are about taking that step back from action and assessing things. So this, he's in a cave. A cave is, away. It is detached. It's not out in the world. It is kind of pulling back and going inward. This could definitely be deeper meditation, deeper contemplation. And it's also a place where you feel safe, sanctuary. Maybe things have been very hectic. Maybe this Wheel of Fortune turn causes a lot of disruption. If you need to step back and go into your cave or go into your shell, it's okay. Take that time that you need to help you adjust and feel stable and safe and to contemplate. The other thing that I want to mention about this is this guy is making pictures on the cave wall. So, this could also mean that you take some time to journal or write things down or contemplate and express yourself in any way, whatever those feelings are the changes are happening, your movement forward. Maybe it is about um, expressing that, letting it be expressed through you, and getting whatever emotional baggage out that you're feeling in that. And that can also help you feel more stable and safe, is getting it out of you. And it can be done through self expression. So there's a lot in the messages this week that are about the work we need to do to take care of ourselves and to adjust to what's going on around us. We can do it. We're not fixed, um, and um, can't be flexible. We can be flexible. We can flow with the change, but sometimes it takes a little detachment and time to ourselves to contemplate before we can take the action to go back into the flow. So that's what it feels like for this week. I want to wish you many blessings and a wonderful week ahead. Thank you so much.